Welcome, everyone. I'm going to call this meeting to order. It is the 14th of June, 2023. This is a special meeting of the Board of Directors of West Basin Municipal Water District. So with that, we will determine if we have a quorum, if our staff could administer a roll call.
Happy to do so. Director Don Deere.
Here.
Director Gloria Gray. Director Harold Williams.
Here.
Director Desi Alvarez. President Scott Houston.
Here.
President Houston, we have a quorum.
Great. All right. Checking if anyone from the public would like to speak.
So we have not received any requests for public comment for the committee meeting or the board meeting today. I do see that there are members of the public that are with us today. So if anybody would like to make a public comment, now would be the time to do so. If you could indicate your request by raising your virtual hand, we will recognize you. President Houston, I do not see any requests.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Vijay. Okay, next will be presentations. We have no presentations today at this meeting. Moving into our action calendar, item 5A, fiscal year 2023-24 community outreach event. We have two items.
Correct, President Houston. The first item is item 5A, as you mentioned, fiscal year 2023-2024 community outreach event. We have separated these out into A and B. You can see that the first item is related to the Exchange Club of Culver City's 4th of July fireworks show. And for this presentation, we have Hazel Vasquez, our Deputy Board Secretary, too.
Hey, good afternoon, President Houston, members of the board, and anyone else joining us online and in person. If I could have you turn your attention to packet page 3, item 5A, fiscal year 23-24 community outreach event begins here. And we do have one item before you, as EJ mentioned. Director Houston does request consideration for West Basin Municipal Water District to sponsor the Exchange Club of Culver City's 4th of July fireworks show event that is scheduled to be held on Tuesday, July 4th, 2023. At this time, Director Houston would like the board to consider a $1,500 sponsorship, and that would grant West Basin a speaking opportunity for a district representative, as well as an advertisement. Of note, West Basin did previously sponsor this event back in fiscal year 2019-20 in the amount of $750. Now, approval of the sponsorship at the proposed amount of $1,500 would leave a remaining budget in the fiscal year 23-24 community outreach budget, or I'm sorry, a remaining balance of $68,000. I can go ahead and read the recommendation. That the board consider approving sponsorship of the Exchange Club of Culver City's 4th of July fireworks show event, scheduled to be held on Tuesday, July 4th, 2023, in the amount of $1,500 as requested by Director Houston. And before I answer any questions, I did want to point that beginning on packet page 5, we do have the documents that were provided by the organizers with a flyer for the event. And attachment B, which begins on packet page 8, shows the running budget with that remaining budget amount of $68,000. With that, I'd be happy to answer any of your questions.
Move approval.
Second, I have a motion for approval by Director Deere and a second by Williams. Any other discussion? Further from me as well. Looking forward to hopefully this gets approved supporting the fireworks show up there. So with that, I'll go ahead and ask for a vote. Roll call.
Director Don Deere.
Yes.
Director Gloria Gray. Director Harold Williams.
Yes.
Director Desi Alvarez. President Scott Houston.
Yes. 3-0. Okay, our next portion is 5D as in boy.
Yes, President Houston, this is an item actually related to fiscal year 2022-2023 district sponsorship requests. And this item is specifically related to BizFed's 2023 Business Makes LA County Work Award Ceremony. And this item will also be presented by Hazel Vasquez.
Thank you. Turn your attention to packet page 9, where this item begins for fiscal year 22-23 district Receive a request from BizFed to sponsor their upcoming 2023 Business Makes LA County Work Awards ceremony, also known as their Busy Awards. Now, they did not request a specific amount, and at this time, staff is not recommending a specific amount, but we do have 4 options that they've provided, one being $10,000, and that's the presenting level, $7,500, the impact level, $4,500, their mobilizing level, and then the $2,500, which is the grassroots level. And I do want to make a quick note that West Basin did previously sponsor this event in fiscal year 21-22, and we sponsored in the amount of $2,500. Now, if I turn your attention to packet page 11, we do have the beginning of their sponsorship level and benefits listed here, and you'll actually see those beginning on packet page 12. There are some varying benefits from the different sponsorship levels. All of them do include at least some form of advertisement, tickets, and logo placement, as well as a social media post. The difference being the amount of social media posts, the amount of tickets, and the size of the ad. So with that, I can go ahead and read the recommendation. The recommendation is that staff recommends that the board consider sponsoring BizFed's 2023 Business Makes LA County Work Awards ceremony to be held on Wednesday, June 28th, 2023, and that you, as the board, determine the level of sponsorship. And with that, I'd be happy.
President Houston, if you don't mind, I would like to just touch real quick. BizFed is obviously an organization that has been, I think, of extremely high value, not just to West Basin Municipal Water District, but Metropolitan Water District and the water community at large. They've really taken a proactive approach to engaging the business community and even policymakers when it comes to issues related to water and infrastructure, and really meeting the needs of our communities. And so I wanted to highlight that because as you go through the materials that are provided by BizFed here, you can see a number of the different businesses and associations that we work with very closely here at West Basin Municipal Water District. And then, of course, those that are being honored at the Busies this year. You see a lot of familiar faces and easily recognizable names. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick. And obviously, Hazel is here to answer any questions, but I did want to comment. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Actually, and it's not on here, but do you offhand have a couple of names that are being honored this year? Because there are some folks from our service area, I believe, too.
It's correct. Give me a quick second and I can actually get information for you. So as part of those being honored, you have, I will read through just a couple. Patty Senecal from Western States Petroleum Association, Jennifer Hernandez, Holland and Knight, Assembly Member Blanca Rubio from Assembly District 48, Watson Land Company, Mayor James Butts from the City of Inglewood, Council Member John Lee from the City of Los Angeles, Long Beach Area Chamber, Assembly Member Mike Gibson from Assembly District 65, Senator Anthony Portantino from Senate District 25, Mayor Richard, Supervisor Catherine Barger from the County of Los Angeles, Assembly Member Miguel Santiago from Assembly District 54, Assembly Member Freddie Rodriguez from Assembly District 43, Council President Paul Pretorian from the City of Los Angeles, Council Member Tracy Park, City of Los Angeles, and Rachel McKellen from California Retailers Association. And there are, I will just mention, a couple other associations and businesses that are also being honored, but that's pretty much the list there.
Good. All right. Well, I remember Gibson as well as Mayor Butts, both being honored in the area. So I think that's important. So with that, are there any questions, or would the board like to make a motion on this? It's up to us to decide the level. That's, gentlemen, $2,500.
Was that a motion?
I'll make a motion. So I'll make a motion that we support sponsorship of the grassroots sponsor of $2,500 for this event. Director Williams. Seconded. The motion on the table in a second. Any other questions? Director Gear?
Where does it come out of the budget?
Yes.
So I believe our administrative code allows for individual director sponsorships. However, the agency, West Basin as a whole, can do a district sponsorship for water-related items. I'm very familiar with BizFed, their water committee, and the work that they do. BizFed has a direct correlation and relationship with the water community, and I feel very strongly that BizFed is a water organization as they've worked with West Basin and Metropolitan Water District. So with that, we would propose that this would be a district sponsorship and come from that budget.
Would that be part of the motion? You can add that in there. Then we add that in.
Yeah, so we'll amend it to say that this is coming out of our, it is fiscal year 2022-23 district.
Look at the fiscal impact as it's noted on packet page 9 at the very bottom. These funds would be coming out of that fiscal year 22-23 sponsorship, district sponsorship budget, which the total amount for that is $55,000. We currently have a remaining balance of $9,250. So it would be the $9,250 minus that $2,500 that's remaining after.
And it's my understanding, yes, they reached out directly to the agency, not to any of the directors on this one. So
That is
other questions? You're good. All right, well, we have a motion on the floor in a second, so let's go ahead and do a roll call.
Director Don Deere,
Yes.
Director Gloria Gray, Director Harold Williams,
Yes.
Director Debbie Alvarez, President Scott Houston.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much to staff and to my colleagues. So past 3-0, information calendar, item 6, we have nothing, closed session. We have no closed session today. Director comments and future agenda items. Any?
I would like to ask that
Yes.
on the second Wednesday of each month, that we have no morning meetings. Like, no sooner than noon on the second Wednesday. Any meetings was scheduled on that day because of, like today, there was a class with LAFCO. LAFCO went long, and I couldn't wait a meeting. There had been one.
So the second Wednesday, no meeting
Until noon.
or noon.
Right.
That's what you requested. Okay.
This continual changing of the meeting dates is driving me back, so I know you gotta do something about that.
Jared does work with their members and figure out what they need to do, if the alternates aren't available. Cognizant.
What do we have tomorrow for example?
And what do we have tomorrow?
We have the water policy, and that will be at 10 a.m.
About the public information.
Public Information Committee will be held next Tuesday, the 20th at 10 a.m. The next Wednesday, we'll have F&A, Finance and Admin at 9 a.m., as well as Engineering and Operations at 4 p.m. Wednesday, the 21st, we'll have Finance and Admin Committee at 9 a.m. and Engineering and Operations Committee at 4 p.m.
So to staff, if you'll work to the best of your ability with everybody to try not to have a meeting scheduled the second Wednesday of the month before. We're already looking at try not to have meetings the same day for the metropolitan meetings, as well as cross-referencing to the best of your ability if there's, other conflicts, because there's been times when things have come through and it's like there was something rescheduled and yet we're being asked if we can make something happen. So that's the best of your ability. We do appreciate that. All right, any other? I have nothing additional, and it says here our next scheduled meeting, the next regular meeting is scheduled to be held on June 26th of 2023. So with that, we are adjourned.